Chapter 16: The Earth and the Sky. We will learn about solar system, sun, planets, moon, stars, other objects in the sky. Warm-up story. Minnie: why there is half moon, Mom? Where is the other half? Mother: the moon is full in its shape, but we are able to see only the half. These are called the phases of the moon. Solar system. The solar system is made up of the sun, which is the central star, the planets that circle it, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, their moons or satellites, as well as dust and pieces of rocks. The planets move around the sun in fixed elliptical paths called orbits. Pluto, earlier considered the ninth planet, is now classified as a dwarf planet. The solar system is in the Milky Way galaxy. Sun. The sun is a star. It is a huge ball of blazing hot gases. The sun gives out heat and light that are necessary for living beings to stay alive. The sun is huge in size. The sun is 109 times wider than the Earth. The sun looks small to us because it is about 93 million miles away from us. There are millions of stars like the sun in the universe, but they are so far away from us that we can only see them as tiny dots of light twinkling in the night sky. Cool advice: do not look at the sun with bare eyes. Various uses of sunlight. Life exists on the earth because the sun is giving us light, warmth, and energy. Solar energy can light lamps, cook food, heat water, remove salt from the sea, fly aeroplane, and do various other useful functions that electricity can do. Solar energy is pollution-free and renewable energy because it can be used again and again. It is also a clean energy because it does not burn any fuel to be generated. Sunlight helps plants to create their own food through the process of photosynthesis. Human beings and animals depend on plants for their food. Therefore, all living beings depend on sunlight for food, either directly or indirectly. Sunlight helps the water to evaporate from oceans, seas, rivers, and ponds to form clouds. These clouds cause rainfall, which provide fresh water. Sunlight also helps in keeping nature clean, as it kills germs by its sheer heat. Sunlight provides us with vitamin D. It is absorbed through the skin. The sun controls our seasons. Planets. There are 8 planets in the solar system. These, according to their position from the sun, are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. It is the smallest planet. It is very hot as it is close to the sun. Venus. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It is the brightest planet in the night sky. It is also called the evening star and the morning star. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the sun. The Earth is the only planet known to support life. It is called the blue planet because 3/4 of its surface is covered with water. It is neither too hot nor too cold on the earth for plants, animals, and human beings to survive. Mercury and Venus, which are closer to the sun by their distance, are so hot that no life can possibly survive there. Mars, which is just next to the earth by its distance from the sun, is so cold that no plant or animal can live there. Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from the sun. Mars appears reddish in the night sky and is often called the red planet. Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and is the largest planet in the solar system. Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and is the second largest planet in the solar system. It is surrounded by 7 prominent rings and is the lightest among all the planets. Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. This planet appears blue-green in color. Neptune. Neptune is the eighth planet from the Sun and is the farthest. It is also the coldest planet in the solar system. Moon. The Moon is the natural satellite of the Earth. A natural satellite circles the planet in a fixed orbit. The Moon is the closest object to the Earth in the sky. The Moon moves around the Earth. It completes one revolution around the Earth in 28 days. Some other planets also have satellites. The Moon has no light of its own. It reflects the light of the Sun that falls on it. The light coming from the Moon is called the moonlight. The Moon has no heat too. There is no life on the Moon because there is no air and water. Knowledge Hunter. The Moon is a natural satellite because it was born when the Earth was created. India's moon mission, Chandrayaan-3, scripted history by successfully landing on the lunar surface at 6:04 p.m. on August 23, 2023. Phases of Moon. We have noticed that every night the shape of the Moon seems to change. The different shapes of the Moon are called the phases of the Moon. As the Moon rotates around the Earth, different parts of the Moon can be seen from the Earth. Practically, the Moon never changes its shape. New Moon. The new moon is the state when there is no moon in the sky. The moon is not visible from the Earth. Crescent Moon. After the new moon, as the moon starts moving, we see the crescent moon on the fourth day. Half Moon. The half moon is seen on the seventh day when half of its surface is visible. Gibbous Moon. The gibbous moon comes on the 10th day, after half moon and before full moon. About 3/4 of the moon's surface is visible at this time. Full Moon. The full moon is visible on the 14th day. We can see the full surface of moon at this time. Stars. We see many stars in the sky at night. Stars, like the sun, is huge ball of fire. Many stars are much bigger than the sun. Stars are far, far away from the Earth. Therefore, we can see them as tiny twinkling dots in the sky. We cannot see them during the day because the sun is very bright. Some groups of stars seem to form patterns in the sky. In the olden days, people thought they looked like animals and other things. People gave the patterns names. A group of stars that forms a pattern is called a constellation. Ursa Major, Great Bear, and Orion, Hunter are two constellations that we can see easily. All constellations cannot be seen at all times. They appear according to the seasons. Comet. A comet is made up of frozen gases, rocks, and dust. Comets move around the sun in a very large orbit. When a comet comes close to the sun, it heats up, and the dust and gases form a long glowing tail behind it. Comets are the brightest when they are close to the sun. This is when we can see them, sometimes for weeks. Keywords. Orbit. Path on which a planet revolves. Satellite. A large rocky body revolving around a planet. I should remember. The solar system comprises of the Sun, 8 planets which revolve around the Sun in orbits, natural satellites, which revolve around the planets, etc. We get solar energy from sunlight. The 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The Moon is a natural satellite of the Earth. A satellite is an object that moves around a planet. The star patterns are called constellations. Asteroids are pieces of rock. They are leftover bits of the planets when the solar system was formed. Comets are made up of frozen gases, rocks, and dust.